The objective of this practice was to know the characteristics, elements, and operation of the plastic injection machine, and how to mount and calibrate the mold in it. Also to know how to make the plastic injection with the corresponding adjustment of the injection parameters.
For the injection plastic, first we need to put the material in the toll. We have two materials for this process, that is the propylene and the master batch. And for use to have color, we need to add pellets, like different kind of colors. So we put the propylene in this toll, and then we need to start to dry up the material. So we turn on the turbine and we turn on the temperature, so depending the material we need to see how much temperature we have to use. I have mentioned many times. And then the material will be melted in the machine. For the part of the mold we have two phases. This one is the part negative because it has the injection point. So for the assembly of these pieces we need to put it in this part. We assemble this piece in this one and the face positive in this one. We secure the mold using the screws of security. Using this tool we adjust it. And for the plastic do not stick in the mold, we need to add release agent lubricant, and that's all for the calibration of the mold.
Moves from the top to the screw. In this part the material is melt and then is moved again to the die. Once the material is hot, we need to move the mold against the negative phase in order to inject the material. Once the mold is with the negative phase, we need to control the parameters. We have 4 stages of control. The first one is manual, the next one is automatic, the next one is automatic with time, and the final one is the automatic with the sensor of pieces. And in this part we can move the different parts of the machine, like the extruder. For example, with this button we can inject more material if it is needed, and these other parts move the molds and the knee, for example. The final part of this process is to analyze the pieces we got. In the first case we have the piece that is correctly made. In this case, this piece is smooth and this piece has everything we need. In the other case, we have this piece that has parts we don't need. This piece has board, has bubbles, for example, in these parts, and it has deficient fill. And to avoid this wrong process, we have to inject the material with the right pressure and the right speed. And the other part, that is the final step of this process, is to cut this excellent tail of the injection molding.
This machine uses a screw that melts the plastic into our die. This machine uses the manual part, the automatic with time, and automatic for the pieces.
For calibrate the mold, we have to put the mold in a platilla, the first part, and screw it like this. Then we have to close the mold and then screw the other part of the mold.
In this case we use the propylene. It's a very useful material, it's very recycled, it's rigid, it has impact resistant, and it's very recycle with the environment. The main application of this material is for bottles and laboratory things.
So in the first injection that we made, we obtained these bubbles, an incomplete piece because we didn't calibrate well the machine with the right speed and pressure. So the plastic injection is a very useful and important process here in Mexico because you can have a mass production which is very cheap and also to recycle the plastic. Here we can see a diagram of the injection machine. We have the injection cylinder, we have the hopper where we put the plastic granules, then we have the screw where the plastic is melted, the barrel where the plastic is injected to the fixed pattern, then we have the mold, we have the moving pattern, the tie bar, and the mold clamping cylinder. Also we have the injection cylinder that moves the drive unit.
Here we can see the main characteristics of our mold. The sprue is the part where the plastic is injected. The ejector plate is the part that has the mold. The core is where the ejector pin makes the movement to take out the piece. And then our product is fine.
I learned that the injection machine is very useful and the most used one in the industry for plastic products. Also that it's very important to make a good mold because the plastic will copy every detail in it.
In this practice we saw one of the most important process of manufacturing in the industry, that is injection plastic. Here we saw that we can do mass production. This is a cheap process and we can recycle the material for reusing it.
This process is very practical because you can make mass production without wasting a lot of time. And also that is good for environment because we can recycle the plastic material.
In this practice we saw one of the most important process of manufacturing in the industry, that is injection plastic. Here we saw that we can do mass production. This is a cheap process and we can recycle the material for reusing it.